course, performance as you would expect out of a GTR, really nice and smooth through the RPM. Well, how's it going, JDM crew? As you can see, I'm back on the right side after the last couple of left-hand drive Lancias that we've had. And as you can see, I'm riding off into the sunset, well, in a couple hours, but heading to our warehouse, and we're just, it's a little chilly today, got the heat going, so climate control, is good. This is an R34 GTR, like you guys are used to seeing, so I'm back in another one, and yeah, so it's pretty nice. We've got Blitz coilovers all around. We've got Cusco Strut Bars. I have to double check on the rear one if that was OEM or if that was Cusco also, but yeah, there's actually a couple of other mods that weren't on the list that they gave me, so the sales guys had some of the specs on here. And as you can see, pretty smooth through all the gears, getting up to speed here. Oh, well, some things about this that you're definitely going to want to know. We've got the maintenance and inspection history, at least a decent idea of when certain things happened along that timeline, but definitely the inspection history since this was purchased a long time ago. I'll go double check on the details on that. We'll talk about it at the warehouse. Because they actually gave me all the dates and stuff as well, so they had pretty extensive history on this. We've got about 155,000 kilometers. It's like 154,976. Okay, yeah, so we'll be just under 155. So under 100,000 miles, and it's running pretty smooth. What was that, like 95 or 96,000 miles or something like that. As you can see, we've got a Kenwood audio deck / Navi system ETC reader. We've got a Gritty turbo timer, and this little doohickey over here, it just has clock, GPS, gyro, and speedometer, stuff like that. So it's like more of a speed detector, or it tells you if cameras are coming up. It's not a radar detector, but oh, see, there it is. It's telling me about a camera up ahead there. And since my speed is under the speed limit, it's happy. All right, that's good. It's not beeping at me. Pretty cool. The interior on this, by the way, it's a Nismo shift knob. They dressed this up really well. So the seats are reupholstered all around with this nice black, I guess it's a fall leather vinyl type thing with red thread. So yeah, it has GTR logos on them and everything, so they kept this GTR fresh as much as possible. And in the way of performance mods, there's not like a huge amount of mods, but we do have intake and exhaust, Apex dual intake filters in the front, because this is twin turbo, so it has intakes for each. So very high flow. As far as I'm aware, there isn't any major tuning done to it. We don't have any crazy ECU action going on here, so it's just a little bit better than OEM performance. And of course, for traction, we've got Hankook tires all around, and we've got some, I believe they're Volks. I'll go double check the branding on them. They're one-piece forged. Very nice wheels. And of course, performance as you would expect out of a GTR, really nice and smooth through the RPM. Through the power delivery, all the way through the RPM, it's nice and smooth, a little bit more on the high end compared to OEM. You can at least feel that it's opened up, so it sounds a little better as well with the intake and exhaust. I can hear the turbine spooling up a lot better because of the intake, so yeah, just a little better overall, but I'm not feeling some major kick like you would from some of the other tuned ones that we've gotten in the past. So this one, yeah, just a nice balance. Definitely the suspension though, I'll say, is really good. Just those Blitz coilovers, they have them dialed in pretty nice. You know, I aired up the tires because it is a little colder now, so everything's nice and firm. All right, guys, we're gonna be at the warehouse here in a minute. Let's have a look around. All right, and since we have a nice dark interior here with new material, I made sure to open up the door so you can kind of see there. So the door panels and everything are in good shape, and look at this fabulous upholstery here. Garage Active. So we do have Garage Active seat covers all around, also in the back. Check that out. So everything just looks real fresh. Even the seat that I'm in, but I'll get out of it so you guys can see it. But yeah, headliner's looking good. All that good stuff there. And the dash, which is in good shape too. No cracks or anything like that. Oops, I can't get that view there, but you can see. And of course, here's the mileage. It's original, just under 155,000 kilometers, under 100,000 miles. And the original steering wheel, which I'll get to in a second. We do have some gauges here. Kenwood audio deck that you probably saw the screen flickering a little bit in the video earlier. Nismo shift knob. Oops. Here we go. Oh, focus, come on. Here we go. Looks nice. And of course the boots and all this other stuff, center console. So all these Garage Active trim things are really nice. Oh, yeah, we also do have a nice old lighting kit here and little multi-tap for your devices. Oh, one other thing is the climate control. You would expect to be there. They actually just moved it over here, so it's tucked away nicely. We got some of the paperwork and then climate control, so you can make your adjustments. Everything just looks clean right there, so that's why. And here we go, that nice seat cover. So all reupholstered nicely, looks original. Of course, we got the original carpeting all around, all that good stuff. Here, I'll just show you again the back. It looks great. All right, so I'll just do a little walk around here real quick. As you can see, a good old gun metallic color there. And as you can see, these Volk rays, very nice. And of course, if you're wondering why it looks a little bit different, that's because the previous owner, Big Brain here, put some guards on it. So if you happen to accidentally scuff them, you're not going to tear the crap out of your wheels there. So that's a Big Brain move right there. Protect it. And that's all around, by the way. So I'll close this since I was just getting a little more light inside. See that? Flush. And these are definitely some pretty beefy tires. And the suspension is just dialed in pretty nicely, handles really well, so there you have it. I guess we'll jump into the engine bay here. Okay, I know we were supposed to go to the front, but actually we're going to check this out here in the trunk space before we get to the engine bay. But as I mentioned earlier, I wasn't sure, so now we can verify it is in fact a Cusco Strut Bar. So we got Cusco front and back strut bars, pretty nice and clean back here, and got that trusty spare tire. Got the tools on the sides, by the way, just so you know. And yeah, wow, well, actually let's double take on that one. Yeah, see, the chassis is looking good under there, no rust or leaks, so that's cool. Yep, nice and snappy. All right. Oh, by the way, these are 18s, and they're 9.5 inch wide, plus 12 offset, so they're definitely flush. Nice and wide there. Alright, here's that engine bay I promised all of you. There it is, Cusco front strut bar, doo-doo-doo. And a little chassis number action for you guys wanting to know more details about it. It was made in 1992. And so Heisei 4 in the Japanese calendar. Make sure to mark that, so it's definitely legal for the US. Battery was changed a couple years ago, so but it's still doing good. Really, look at that. Even the air filters are still pretty clean. These are the Apex eyes. A little twin intake there, as you can see, where the MAF sensors are and everything like that. So I definitely liked the sound of this, even though it's, you know, not much more than stock. And there you go. Blitz coilovers. This is the tops. You can kind of see the logo there. And of course, with the little underneath video, you guys can see a little more about that. But overall, yeah, just pretty nice and well taken care of. And so the maintenance records, they pretty much went to the dealer for their shock-in, or the every 2-year inspection that we have here in Japan. So that's safety and that's mechanical reliability. Everything is checked. So if it passes shock-in, you're usually in good shape. And this did, so. And we got PIA HIDs all around. I believe they're HID. That's what was marked on there. I don't think they're LED. They're definitely PIAs though. So nice and bright. The xenon. And yeah, really nice. Oh, there we go. So what do you guys think? Alright, we got her up on the lift here. As you can see, aftermarket exhaust. Got a little dent on there from a curb, but I mean, it's just the muffler can, not really anything else. And you can see that suspension and the coilovers there. Suspension arms and the bolts are looking good. Got the differential here. On the other side. Yeah, the chassis is looking good. It's actually not scraped up or anything. And like even the seams there on the side are looking alright. Maybe towards the front there, it might have got pinched on a lift or something, like right over there, but the rest of it's looking good. Looks like they had some transmission service a little bit, so they've been definitely keeping up on the maintenance. We do have some other records of that as well, including the inspection history, so yeah, they definitely took care of this one. And actually you can see that it is a little bit more refreshed on the coating there, so they made sure to reinforce that rust protection, so that's good. See that front suspension there. Not sure if we can get a good view, but I think you can see the coilovers there, that anodized red. Yeah, overall looking pretty good. And the front mount intercooler. You see the ducting right there, the piping. And just have one more walk through here. Okay guys, so what do you think? Definitely beautiful through and through. Definitely I'm surprised by that garage active interior though. It's really, really comfortable. And I mean, it is kind of just covering the OEM seats and everything, but everything's designed so nicely. I definitely like it. I might do some more carbon or something like that if it was mine, but that's just me. Anyways, pretty original, you know, just a couple of tasteful mods there, nothing to go crazy about, but definitely looks and sounds a little better, performs pretty smooth, you know, definitely just a little bit more kick than stock, but hey, you know, it's not crazy tuned or anything, so it's still pretty comfortable. And for coilovers, it was actually really nice driving over here. It wasn't really rough or anything like that, so definitely hats off to Blitz and whoever dialed in those settings, because with the lower profile tires and especially being a little bit wider and having that, I was expecting it to be a lot rougher. So not too bad overall. You know, just kind of reminds me of my buddies a couple years back that he just kept everything mostly stock, and it's fun up in the mountains, but it's a story for another day. As always, guys, you know what to do. If you got any questions about this or any other vehicles, contact our sales team, email them info@jdm-expo.com. You can direct message on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All those will go to our sales team, and they'll get back to you within about 24 hours or so, depending on whenever you sent that. So it depends on your time zone and all that. So, yep, this R34, I don't expect her to be around for too long, because whenever we get them, they're usually out the door within, you know, well, or at least sold within a week or two. Then we get that delivery, and then you guys see a video on that. So this one is up for grabs, so good luck. And definitely this one's really nice all around, so that's just how I feel about it. The sales guys can let you know more about those other details I mentioned and the maintenance history and all, which was pretty surprising that they actually had that, because a lot of times we have no idea other than who the last seller was, and if they weren't the first owner, then we probably don't have much history. So at least this one, yeah, we got that. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more videos, and check out some of our other inventory. We do have another couple of R32s that are still up, so you can ask about those, or if you're looking for something else, hey, our sales guys got you covered. Alright, see you guys next time.